Hi everyone! Today I will be doing a book review, as you might have already figured out by the title. And today's book is The Chosen by Chaim Potok. By Chaim Potok. I'm so sorry if I butchered these names. By the way, they're Jewish names, and well, I'm not Jewish, so just apologies in the beginning, just ahead of time if I totally butchered these names. This book is a little bit older than the books I've reviewed so far. I have done Pride and Prejudice, but this is so old that my mom read it in college. Just joking, Mom, I love you. I'm so sorry. You're not old. I love you. Okay. Today I have 3 things for all of you. Number 1, I will be doing kind of a brief overview of the book, a little short summary with no spoilers. The second thing I have for you is an in-depth review, more of an in-depth and analysis with some spoilers in there. And the last thing I have for you guys is my overall rating of the book and why. So there you have it, and I will start this review in... So the book takes place in Brooklyn after World War II. You gotta be kidding me. This is what I get paid for? Oh wait, I don't get paid. Lol. It revolves around the life of 2 Jewish boys growing up in America. And that is Revan Malters and Danny Saunders. Revan is the narrator throughout the book. Danny has photographic memory. I wish I did. Wouldn't we all want that? That would be amazing. So he is very, very intellectual and hopes to be a psychologist when he grows up. He loves reading and all of that jazz. Revan is the son of David Malter, and Danny is the son of Reb Saunders. Basically, the book revolves around the boys as they grow up and form a relationship and friendship in America. It also shows the different issues and problems that arise for these 2 Jewish boys coming into this American society. So that was a little brief overview of the book in general, but now I'm going to go into more of an in-depth analysis of the book. So if you guys don't want any spoilers, then I would suggest not watching the rest. So just so you know, spoilers. The book extends along 18 chapters, which makes up 3 different books. The first book starts off with a softball game. And not just any normal softball game, but this is actually where the 2 boys meet. They're on opposing teams. And of course, it's not any normal softball game. The religion of Revan is brought up and the tensions are high throughout it. Then after the softball game continues, Danny hits Revan in the face with a ball so hard that he has to go to the hospital. The hospital is actually the place where Danny and Revan spark their friendship. Danny comes in to apologize for, hitting him in the face with a ball, and they actually begin to start talking and exploring each other's interests and hopes for the future, and realize they have so many different similarities while they talk about all of this. So because they have so many similarities, they become quick friends. Moving on to book 2 and 3, this section focuses more on the boys' high school life, the importance of the Sabbath day, and also the many days spent in the public library for the 2 boys, which is also Danny's favorite place to stay. Danny hopes to become a psychologist, as I mentioned before, and Revan hopes to become a mathematician. The only problem is that Danny's father is a rabbi, and, well, let's just say he's very strict. And when I say strict, I mean as strict as they come. Danny was actually raised in silence for most of his childhood. The only time they actually spoke was in their native language. And for Danny to want to become a psychologist, that is not something that his father would really enjoy, I guess you could say. Anyways, the book continues and they both go to college. Throughout the whole novel, the boys do have some complications that arise and they float away from each other and float back to each other. Alrighty, so here's my review of it. I would give the book in total probably a 6.5 out of 10. The reason behind this is because I kind of lost connections from it a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it was a really well-written book. Very well written. It's just, I guess I couldn't connect with it as much as other books I've read because, well, I'm not Jewish and of course this isn't 1940s. So I didn't connect with it on a deeper level, but it was a very well written book and there were some sections that you had to reread continuously to really understand it, which was cool for me because sometimes just having books that are just surface level aren't interesting. The most important thing for me was that in order to really enjoy this book, you really had to understand Judaism, which is the Jewish religion, and if you don't understand that, you won't really understand the book to its complete whole. So if you have some background information on that religion, it would help so much as you read the book. I thought it was really interesting that Potok used this religion and showed how it affected boys at the time, Jewish boys at the time in America when they were surrounded by all this modern America, the new beginnings and the hope for modernism almost and new religions and all of these things happening at the same time. Tradition was kind of being thrown out the window, and for Jewish people, they held on to the tradition. I also really enjoyed how Potok really infused humor throughout the book with such a heavy topic. I think it let it become a little bit more lighthearted, which was good for me. And that's something that I really enjoyed. And it wasn't out of its place. It flowed very well with the whole book. So that is my whole review and my summary of the book. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did like it, be sure to give a thumbs up below. And be sure to come check out my channel or subscribe to it to see more videos, whether it's book reviews or other fun videos. And thanks for watching.
Ups and downs in this low up. Got a lot to learn in this low up. Through the good and the bad, still got low up. Dedicated to the one I love.
Turn this darkness down so I don't look so much like a little ghost, because I don't want to look like a ghost today, even though I always do. Today it's a different situation. I don't want to even talk about it. It hurts my feelings.